you said, where do we start? We start with this. Russell Wilson to the Steelers.
Russell Wilson is a Steeler, and their Super Bowl odds have not moved an inch.
So,
Which I don't agree with, but everyone thinks Russ fucking blows chunks. So they're expecting him to just really suck. But Russ is more than good enough to take this team, especially with that defense, a decent way, at least to the playoffs.
all right. So Russ joins Pittsburgh, signs a vet min or whatever the min is.
Maybe.
It was a minimum deal.
Well, he's getting paid
$38 million from Denver.
38 from the Broncos.
Yeah.
And the Steelers are spending $1.2 million on a great quarterback. Pretty good.
Okay, I'm going to ask you first, and then as a Ravens fan, I'll answer. How do you feel about it? I mean, how do you feel? How much do you think it moves the needle? And I mean, forget Super Bowl odds. Just week by week.
No, I think it's huge for that offense. I think Russ was in a weird spot being in Denver. I think when he went to Denver, he was expecting to have a lot of control, especially with a new coach. And then Sean Payton comes along, and then it's like they had their problems. I think this year they're setting everything straight. Mike Tomlin is the leader of this team. Russ goes out and plays quarterback. There's nothing else that needs to happen. Russ can do good enough to make this team very good. They've got a decent receiving core, a couple of decent running backs, but a great defense. I mean, I don't know. I don't think they're not going to be worse. So, Kenny Pickett fucking sucked. They had Trubisky in and fucking Mason Rudolph, and it was bad.
So I will say I'm a little afraid.
You're afraid of the Steelers team.
I'm respectfully afraid.
Yes.
Like,
it's not like a real fear. But it's like
I'm not taking this lightly, and what I mean by this is it's like we already got to worry about the Steelers when it's Mason Rudolph playing quarterback for them. Like, for some reason, that's just the way
their defense.
It's the Ravens-Steelers rivalry.
The game's
it's the way it works.
Ramp up, yeah, for sure.
Very unlikely it's a runaway game for either side.
Now, where do you rank, do you fear the Steelers more than you fear the Browns right now?
It depends. I'll tell you, I was gonna say my answer was gonna be Steelers because it seems like they have a clear answer on their quarterback, but
yeah,
a couple things. I don't know. I mean, obviously, no word of Joe today or anything about him.
No, and Joe will be not a starter anywhere. And if he is, it'll be a last second type of, hey, we weren't able to draft a quarterback.
So if the Browns are set, Deshaun Watson, we expect him to be healthy week 1. I mean, as just a Deshaun Watson supporter on the field, specifically on the field, when I say I support him, his talent on the field as a quarterback. It's it. That's all I mean when I say that. But
he didn't do anything wrong. It's alleged. He did nothing.
Okay.
He got a nice massage because he's a pro quarterback.
And if anybody's new,
and his body is it's a temple.
If anybody's new, that's Devan. So, just making sure people don't mistake names and with faces and who said what and who feels what way. But I will say,
they're listening to this. So
maybe. But I will say that the AFC North is going to be crazy next year.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, you got a fully...
there's not a weak team in that division.
Well, Cleveland, they trade for Jerry Jeudy.
Jag.
They, no, I don't think so.
What do you mean you don't think so?
I think this definitely sparks some shit up. With the receivers that are already over there at Cleveland, I mean, I like it. I like it.
What receivers? An old Amari Cooper? Is he even there? Where is Amari
Donovan
Cooper?
People-Jones. I mean,
Cooper's all right.
I like it. I like it.
It's
I
all
like
right.
it.
I
I
mean,
like it.
I
If you
mean,
got a healthy,
you'll have Nick Chubb coming back too.
if you got a healthy, Deshaun Watson, throwing the ball to him, I like that as well. But I also say that to say I saw that Pittsburgh is still considering to let Kenny Pickett battle. It's going to be I
Well,
guess
when you're paying Kenny Pickett more, I mean, maybe.
no. I mean, it's like
You sure?
if I'm Pittsburgh. Okay, well, I mean,
If I'm Pittsburgh, Russ is the guy I'm going all in on. I'm
like
game planning
today,
around Russell today.
I might as
Yes.
well get rid of Kenny Pickett. Like I might as well. Like I'm saying,
Sure.
like
I mean, I don't know
no,
that I'd get rid of him.
sign a backup for cheaper. I mean, why?
Sure.
Why? Your run here.
I
Your
would rather
stint here
have
is
Mason
over.
as a backup than Kenny.
But I mean, it's just like your stint here is over. Sign
Yeah, agree.
fucking shit. Sign
Joe.
Yeah, let's say sign Joe. Go ahead, fuck it.
I don't know if Joe is allowed to. Well, he was a Brown, so he's allowed to be a Steeler.
Yeah,
He
if
doesn't
he
give
wants to,
a fuck.
bro, and he can do what he wants. Fuck it, whatever. If I could play the Pittsburgh Steelers versus Joe Flacco, I'd love to see it. Love to see it. But Russell Wilson, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson. That's gonna be. I mean, you added the one.
That's wild.
You added a quarterback to the one team with quarterback issues.
Yeah.
To the best division in football.
Yeah.
It's like you just made the best division in football even better.
Yeah.
Now, am I saying they?
Even though you guys haven't won a Super Bowl since 2012,
Yes,
no one in that division.
And Ravens haven't won one since 2013. So.
Well, I meant 2013.
Oh, you're saying nobody from that division has won a Super Bowl
Since y'all, yeah.
Oh, is that a shot?
No, it's a shot at the division, not you guys.
I mean, is there a division you think is tougher in the last decade?
The East of the NFC.
The NFC East.
No.
Okay, I was gonna say because
not a chance. I was
gonna say I could use the literal same exact argument and then take two giant Super Bowls and then go really far back to the last time any Super Bowl. Philly's irrelevant.
Philly's relevant.
Philly's irrelevant.
They deserve that.
Philly was irrelevant when Nick Foles was quarterback. Just how Nick Foles is irrelevant now. All right.
Nick Foles can be irrelevant. He has a statue.
Notice how we didn't talk about Jason Kelsey's retirement.
Notice how I don't think anyone should.
Because he's coming out of retirement when he found out.
No one's ever talked about a center retiring ever, unless the only other center we've talked about was Jeff Saturday.
Yeah.
Not us.
Yeah, not us. Yeah, no, not us. But like
that was 10 years ago.
As a community of sports.
Yes, as the football community, yes.
But okay, Russell Wilson, Najee Harris, George Pickens, Allen Robinson, Deontay Johnson, Pat Freiermuth.
Who's their little running back? I don't know his name.
Is it? I don't want to get it wrong. Is it Benny? Is it Benny Snell?
No, it's the other guy. Jalen something.
Who? Warren?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Is Snell even? I just be naming people sometimes, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
I think he's there.
That's how you were like last episode. You were like Cameron Brate. I'm like, yeah, probably, maybe. He could be a buck.
I was close.
He could be a buck, or he could have been a buck. Either way, it's like
stop playing football.
Throw a name out there. I'm not gonna sit here and go as make a take as hot as saying like, oh, they're winning the division.
Yeah.
But I would say with
who, the Steelers?
Yeah.
No.
I wouldn't know like that.
No, I wouldn't put it past them, but in that division, it's that. No. You guys would have to have a bad season.
Well,
so would the Bengals.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about it.
You guys are fine. You guys are getting Mr.
We're gonna talk about. We'll talk about the Ravens. Don't worry. But I'm just saying, with the drama with the Bengals right now, you got T. Higgins, who just got franchise tagged and is already and now is demanding a trade, requesting a trade.
Is T that important though? Is he?
They cut Joe Mixon and pick up.
They did.
They cut Mixon, pick up Zach Moss.
Yeah.
That's
from the Colts.
Yeah, from the Colts. Cleveland, obviously, they're making moves, but it's Cleveland. I think Pittsburgh with Russell Wilson and that team can beat Cleveland. I'm sorry. I know I fuck
Sure.
with Russ, or I mean I fuck with Deshaun Watson. I fuck with the Browns and what they got going on over there, but this is one of the better teams we've ever seen with Russ. Besides their 3-year
On
run.
paper, well, no, their Seahawks team was better than this team.
I said besides their 3-year Super Bowl,
Yeah,
Super Bowl contender run.
agreed. Yes.
I would say,
Once
and
once
that's in
that
terms
defense fell
of,
apart, that team was shite
but that's in terms of the entire team. If we're talking about weapons on
on
offense,
offense. Doug
okay,
was nice.
Doug Baldwin was
Lockett was nice.
Doug Baldwin, Golden Tate,
Jermaine Curse,
Lockett,
Golden
they're
Tate,
good.
Marshawn Lynch,
Yeah,
pretty nice.
yeah, but I'm saying you're naming a guy.
No, that's 5 guys.
What?
And now we're naming
No, 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 no.
George Pickens.
First of all, you named Golden. I mean, we're saying Golden Tate and fucking Doug Baldwin. I mean, yeah, they're good.
They were
But
good.
if Russ can do that with them, I mean, with Pickens, Deontay Johnson, Fairmuth, Najee Harris.
But these are guys who haven't seen a good quarterback yet. So
is that a bad thing?
no, it's a good thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like
they've already. I mean, they haven't blown up the NFL. Like they're not top receivers, but once they get someone who knows how to throw a football without a glove on.
But the fact that people can make arguments for holding Najee in high regards, or even Fairmuth or George Pickens at higher regards, now you can already make those type of arguments. Yeah, give him a veteran quarterback. You don't know. I mean, you don't. I don't want to say the sky's the limit, but we don't know what the limit is.
It's however good Mr. Unlimited is.
And I'm just,
where is his limit?
I can't wait to.
Is there a limit?
I can't wait to play Russ twice a year.
I can't wait to see Mike Tomlin bench him.
See, but here's the thing. This helps Mike Tomlin's career in my eyes more than Russ.
No.
If they have the same exact record as they do last year and they decide to move on without Russ, Tomlin's keeping his job because there's no way.
Agreed, but
because it's gonna have to be poor performance from Russ.
Russ is in the worst spot he'll ever be in.
No. I'm looking on out of all the possibilities of the next year's outcome for the Steelers.
Yeah, no. Tomlin's job is not in question, no. And Russ does have to prove himself.
Yes,
sure.
Yeah, and I think the move of giving Mike Tomlin this quarterback, because here's the thing: you're giving Mike Tomlin a better quarterback, but you're also giving Mike Tomlin a quarterback that
was down in the dumps.
It's a way bigger, it's a way worse narrative than whatever narrative people are trying to push on Mike Tomlin. It's
exactly.
Nobody's worried about what Mike Tomlin can do; they're worried about what Russell Wilson can do.
Exactly.
So don't give Pickett a chance. Let him go.
I feel like a lot of teams just say that. It's like they have no.
Yeah.
I mean, you were competing that guy with fucking Mason Rudolph. Now you're gonna make him compete with Russell Wilson. It makes no fucking sense.
If anything,
they're saying that.
I mean, are you trying to make sure you make sure Russ comes in as competitive as possible?
Exactly.
It's like, yeah, I guess.
But Russ ain't even afraid of fucking Kenny Pickett. No one's afraid of him.
No, respectfully, not even to sit here and gas Russell Wilson, but I feel like he's the type of player, he's the Mr. Rogers. He doesn't really need that. He doesn't need that chip on his shoulder.
I don't know if he has one. I think his comes from the Lord.
I don't know if he acknowledges how big of a chip on his shoulder that he actually does have.
Does he? I mean, I don't know.
I mean, he definitely does.
I think he has. I think he was more normal, at least early in his career when he was in Seattle. He seemed more normal, where he was like a 5-something guy coming out of Wisconsin and had to work hard.
And his career was going like this. Yeah, of course. Why would you have a chip?
I mean, we were talking MVP.
What kind of chip on your shoulder would you have when your career is just
every week 8? It was like.
I mean, after that,
Russ looks like an MVP, and then it was like, all right, well, never mind.
After Malcolm Butler, I mean, it was
Oh,
It started
well,
going down. No,
I
I
mean, he
mean,
still had some good seasons after that, but in terms of, I mean, yeah, they never touched a Super Bowl again.
how many playoff wins did they touch after that? I'd
I
love
don't
to
know.
know.
You?
I'd love to know. I bet you no, not more than the amount that they won before that.
No, of course not.
But there's been more seasons.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. So,
No, I
like,
know.
yeah,
Well, that happens to teams.
maybe it
Not
wasn't
every
as
team
big as
is
a
always
fall.
there.
Like Russ's rise was like this, but his fall maybe was more of like a smaller slope.
Well, it was like this, the start of his career, and then a decline, and then just an absolute plummet
Okay, yeah,
into
yeah, yeah,
hell.
yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go, there you go, there you go.
And now he's looking at hopefully an increase. I mean, I don't think they're going to shock the world and be leaders of the AFC, but
I think
they'll be all right.
Russ has a, I think Russ has a better season than Baker Mayfield had this year with the Bucks. And if that's a sad ceiling, I'm sorry you live in that house.